Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a fragrance from the house of Fendi. This fragrance is known as Fendi Pour Homme, which came out in 2012. This is an EDT Eau de Toilette concentration, and this is classified as a woody aromatic. So this is one of my favorite leather fragrances. It's warm and spicy. And I would say one characteristic about this fragrance is it has three distinct stages of development. So the transitions between the three stages, from the initial spray to the first dry down to the late dry down, aren't that smooth. The blend of the fragrance is smooth, but the transitions aren't. So the three stages of this fragrance, if you were to analyze them, it almost feels like you're wearing three different fragrances. But this is an excellent scent. I remember the first time I tried it, I thought it was extremely powerful. And now that I've come back to revisit it several years later, I find it more wearable. And this is a fragrance I think that is for fall and winter, and you have to learn how to wear it in terms of the right conditions and how much to spray on. But I would say this is a high interest fragrance. So you may have to wear it a few times to enjoy it, or to so-called figure out what you're really smelling or the transitions. It has a gorgeous bottle, one of my favorite bottles. So I'm going to give this a spray in the back of my wrist. There's no cap, just a built-in sprayer. So initially, I find you get a very deep, heavy, somewhat spicy, sweet, peppery fragrance, and when you smell it, it burns your nostrils. And there's a note in this fragrance that isn't a note breakdown, and it smells like fresh Dutch or black licorice from Holland, the pure stuff. As the first dry down occurs, the fragrance seems to take another direction. It becomes very leathery, a gorgeous type of leather. It is still somewhat spicy and sweet, but this has the car seat leather of an expensive Mercedes or BMW. So it's a sexy leather. As the final dry down occurs, it's still sweet and spicy. It's definitely warmer, but the leather takes a bit of a back seat. It becomes smokier and woodier, and I find in the late dry down, there is a very powerful, sharp note that I find of this licorice. And that plays into the fragrance with the leather. Very beautiful. As advertised, the notes are very generic. You have leather, various woody notes, cardamom, pink pepper, various citruses, and basil. But the note breakdown is not overly specific. You say, who would wear this? I would say anyone mid and late 20s and up. It's for fall and winter. This is definitely one you'd want to try before you buy, because I do not think it's going to be for everyone, because it does have a strong, powerful scent profile that if you wore it, like let's say in the spring or summer, I don't think it would work. I think it's a cool temperature type of fragrance. As for performance, I got about 5 to 6 hours. Very powerful scent wafts and scent trails in the first 2 or 3. So you have to be careful how much you spray on, because it could agitate the people around you. I don't think this is a conservative fragrance. I don't think this is necessarily an office fragrance. This is a date night, sexy scent that you'd wear on a first date or for romantic encounters, etc. But overall, I think this is a real winner, and it's an excellent fragrance, and I love leather fragrances, and I find this one to be very unique. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.